Engineering. I'm Becca Scott, and today we're going back to the land of Eldraine, chock full of fairy tales and stories come to life. But in the wilds of Eldraine, these familiar stories come with a magic twist. So where were we? The Phyrexians invaded the multiverse. It did not go well for anybody. If this were a fairy tale, it'd be one of those old ones that gets very dark very quickly. The people and creatures of Eldraine have survived, and Eldraine is back to the land we all know and love. Well, mostly. Eldraine was saved due to the return of Talion, the kindly lord. Talion made a desperate bargain with the three witch sisters, giving them each a powerful magical artifact. Each of the witches has taken their enchanted items to a different part of the world. Hilda of the Icy Crown has retreated into a wintry kingdom to be alone. Although she isn't as alone as she thinks. Agatha of the Vile Cauldron uses her gift to consume the essence of anyone unlucky enough to end up in her pot. And Ariette of the Charmed Apple wants to build herself a court of loyal subjects. While her apple grants her the love of any who take a bite, Ariette hungers for more. And so, she has helped unleash a new horror on the people of Eldraine. Together, Talion and the three witches were able to enchant the Phyrexians into a deep sleep. But Talion was unaware that there would be a cost to pay. The sleep has spread across Eldraine. Known as the Wicked Slumber, it overtakes villages, hamlets, even entire castles. Who knows what the sleepers will do while their conscious minds aren't in control? Talion struggles to confront the spreading slumber and seeks out the help of Eldraine's heroes. Kellen, a young farm boy with fairy blood and a mysterious family tree, is recruited by Talion to learn more about the Wicked Slumber. Time will tell if he is up to the task. Will and Rowan Kenrith are siblings who used to share a planeswalker spark. Where one went, the other had to follow. Now, for the first time, they are divided. Will seeks to put down his sword of ice and unite Eldraine through diplomacy. Rowan won't step foot in a negotiation and prefers the direct fairy tale approach, finding some sort of enchanted item that will magically reunite the kingdom. She might be onto something. Ashiok may not have created the Wicked Slumber, but they are happy to spread it further, all while bending Rowan to their will. Eldraine is full of familiar stories, but in true magic fashion, each has been given an unexpected twist. This set's two-color pairings illustrate the fairy tale archetypes that we all know and love, and you'll discover characters you're sure to recognize. A red-hooded traveler on her way to Grandma's with a basket of snacks and a crossbow. An adventurous young man who likes to climb beanstalks. I wonder what he found up there. And someone who's coming to the party whether she's invited or not. Eldraine is a land where these beloved stories play out over and over. Evil queens clash with brave knights, curses trouble the unvirtuous, and children lost in the woods find themselves on a magical journey. Some of these connect to the main story, others are whimsical adventures that play out in the background, but all of them will feel fun and familiar, and all these pieces provide the opportunity for you to put your own unique twist on them. For instance, Mother Goose is a sweet old lady who tells you bedtime stories. Goose Mother, on the other hand, oh wow, that's terrifying. And what about Hansel and Gretel? In Eldraine, both children weren't able to follow the breadcrumbs back home to their happily ever after. Instead, one of them was eaten, and the other became a badass witch hunter, who obviously had some issues to work out around enchanted candy. These are fairy tales we all know, and in Wilds of Eldraine, you'll get to revisit these familiar stories with a magic twist. You aren't just a creature attacking for 2 damage, you are the Pied Piper leading a horde of 1/1 rats. Who could stand against his horde of rodents? What about a very angry cookie? But this is no ordinary cookie. Every character has a role to play, and in Wilds of Eldraine, you'll find roles to play. This new mechanic attaches an enchantment to a creature, a role, affecting their attributes and adding a fun wrinkle to the story. A once noble knight is transformed into a monster knight, giving him +1/+1 and trample. An evil witch charms a member of the court and schemes her way into becoming a royal witch, granting her +1/+1 and ward 1. I guess that makes her your royal wickedness. Ooh, I like the way that sounds. And sometimes it's a role you want removed. Can anyone lift this curse off of Skybeast Tracker? I need to do something about this goose mother. Don't let it go to your head, Goose. Bargain is another new mechanic introduced in this set. Just like Jack traded the family cow for some magic beans, you'll be able to hawk, barter, and swap your way to victory. Bargain lets you sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token when you cast the spell. Once you've given something up, you receive something in return. Sacrifice a token when you cast Torch the Tower, increasing your damage to 3, and you get to scry 1. Sounds like a deal. Nothing is more crucial to Eldraine than a sense of adventure, and so the adventure mechanic makes a return. This ability allows you to cast either the creature card, in this case Besotted Knight, or choose to send your creatures on an adventure. If you choose to activate Betroth the Beast, you get to create a Royal Roll token, giving your target +1/+1 and ward 1. Your adventure is then sent into exile but can later return as its creature card to complete the quest. Perfect, another successful adventure. And in this set, look for 2-color adventures. Oh yeah, of course that dragon makes treasure. Sagas are also back. What better mechanic to use in Eldraine than one that allows you to tell a story? This saga features the 3 blind mice. Oh great, now that song is stuck in my head. This set also has a commander deck centered around roles, Virtue and Valor. A green-white deck, it enables you to step seamlessly into any role. And if you'd like to join the court of Talion the Kindly Lord yourself, we have Fey Dominion, a commander deck focused on allowing you to finally play as the wild and bewitching Fey. Fairy tales are known for their lush illustrations, and Wilds of Eldraine is no exception, with a huge variety of gorgeous treatments and alternate art. Behold, the enchanting tales. These top enchantments are presented here in beautiful storybook style. You've played them, you've loved them, but you've never seen them like this. They'll be a dream to collect and play, but a nightmare for your opponents. Some of these enchanting tales also have captivating anime borderless versions. I'm sorry, is that a lamb bumblebee? Aw, Kindred Discovery got so romantic. They'll be available in foil, non-foil, and beautiful new confetti foil treatments. Ugh, I love the line work in this one. That is the greatest doubling season I've ever seen. And there are other gems defined with the return of borderless favorites for select cards. Are you tired of borders? We've got you covered. Adventure cards get to have some fun too with their special showcase treatment. What a great way to make the most of this returning mechanic. Yeah, that dragon's got some expensive taste. Treasure, I love it. Wilds of Eldraine will be available for pre-release the weekend of September 1st through 3rd. On Arena, check out the early streamer event on August 31st, then enjoy the set release on September 5th. It will be available everywhere on September 8th. And if you want to read even more of the story, make sure you take a look at the web fiction, which is available right now. And check out these 2 promotional cards that will be available at your local game store, Pyroblast and Ice Out. Keep your eyes peeled for what inspired these promos as we get closer to launch day. And that's a quick little peek at some of what you'll find in the Wilds of Eldraine. There's so much more to discover in this tangled, wild, enchanting world, but now it's time for us to end like every good fairy tale. And they played happily ever after. Right. Perfect.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome in. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the wilds of Eldraine. How you doing? Pull up a chair. Come on. We're going to talk about fairy tales. We're going to be talking about a little bit of the game. We're going to be making some delicious food. So we're going to be recreating these 3 cards. So you've got Skewer Slinger. We're going to be making some delicious beef skewers, beef and veggie. We're going to be making first the Devouring Sugarmore cake, which you'll see on Instagram. And then, so ginger, we're going to be making some gingerbread. Hello. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. How you going? Oh, where's my apple? I couldn't decide which kind of fairy tale character I wanted to be, but I like being a witch. Hello. Thank you. Guys, and they played Happily Ever After. Welcome in. So today's stream is sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. We have been working with the Wilds of, the Magic Gathering team, because Wilds of Eldraine is in pre-release this weekend. And then it releases properly next week. Very excited. There's a link you can click to learn about it. There's a lot of you that we were talking recently about, you guys have all played, some of you have played Magic Gathering in the past. Some of you play now, some of you enjoy it, some of you play Arena, and it's going to be fun. And if you don't know what Magic is, we can just have some fun and we can talk about fairy tales, your favourite fairy tales that you enjoyed. Things that I was thinking about, the ones that you thought as a kid were really simple and innocent and then have come out to be a little bit creepy. But yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to make some delicious food. Before we continue, let's go back to last time on. We'll show you what we did on the last stream. We did sushi on Monday. So today's Thursday. So we've got 3 streams this week. Sushi Monday, we made a dragon roll. Well, we thought we were going to make a dragon roll, but then we turned out that we needed eel to make a dragon roll, so we didn't make that. We made some delicious sushi nevertheless. We ended up doing a Philly cheesesteak sushi roll, which was really good. Crispy rice with one with chicken for Exceed, and then the other one was salmon for me. And it turned out really well. It was really tasty. 4 subs, 11 new people in the form of follows, and some cheeky raids as well. It says 4 subs, but there was heaps more. I don't know why. Maybe they were 4 fresh subs. I don't know. Hello, Krista. Thank you very much. Welcome in, everyone. If you're new to the stream, welcome in. Pull up a chair. Let's get down to business. Thank you, Krista. Thank you for a 6-month resub. Cobra Kid, welcome in. Okay, Margot asked, Margot, can you repost that? So I think the question was, it's a card game, and then there's a like an online version as well, which is called Arena, which I'm going to be kind of learning because it's. I was talking to Ruby Plays, and she was saying it's a lot more instructional, and it's a really good way of getting into Magic. But the cards themselves, kind of collector's items as well. You might have heard that the One Ring was sold the other day by Post Malone. It was bought by Post Malone for like over $2.2 million or something. And then there was the other one. Yeah, they're huge. Like the original ones, which date back, I think, from the 60s. Am I correct? Someone might be able to tell me. That's when the game originated. Hey Google, Hey Google. Hey Google. Hey Google. 93. Why did I think the 60s? Why don't I think the 60s? Maybe it's because I watched a documentary and the guys were in their 60s, 50s. I don't know. I heard something about a guys donning high-vis vests and just walking out of some con with $40,000 worth of cards. No way. Hey Google. Okay Google. What the fuck? Why isn't it done? Did I unplug it? It's not talking to me at all. Gizmo. So it's from the 1993. See, got a lot to learn, and you guys are so knowledgeable. So to answer your question, it is a card game, but then there's also the online version as well. Yeah. And then Wilds of Eldraine comes out next week. There's the kind of pre-release events this week, and then next week, everything, is available for everybody. Yes, old, but not that old. I apologize. All right, before we continue, we're going to do a deep dive into Discord, show what the community has been cooking and eating, and then we're going to get into some food. We're going to start with the cake, because the cake needs to cook and then cool, so then we can decorate it. It's going to look like that cake there. If you want to see my Instagram, there's what we're going to be recreating. A word of warning, though, it may look a little bit different to what we make on server. I'll try really hard, but that cake that I made on the video, on the photo and the video that you'll see, it was like a really slow progression because I wanted to make it slowly and perfectly, and like each little part, and I did it over a period of hours. So we'll see what we get into today. It's a very simple cake, just a little bit delicate with pouring and things like that. And then the Singapore slingers are so good. We were talking to the team and we wanted to create recipes that were delicious and that you're more likely to recreate. Like the Singapore slingers, the skewer slingers are something you can have for dinner, really easy. You can put them on skewers or you can make it into like a stir fry type thing. The sauce is delicious, like a brown sugar, soy, Worcestershire sauce. It's very nice. That Instagram photo knocked my socks off. Too kind. I was very proud of it. It was very stressful, but a lot of fun. Taking that image and being like, how can I recreate this? And I think I did a pretty good job. And then so ginger, we're gonna make like a molasses golden syrup gingerbread. Very good, very good. I have made this recipe probably, I said to Exceed, after this, like I don't want to smell ginger for a long time. I've been testing and recreating. We created some cookies and sent them out this week for promotion, and 4 batches of cookies just on Sunday. They're really tasty if you like gingerbread. If you don't want to go to the effort of like cutting them out, you can just make them into squares or round cookies or whatever. Anyway, I'm blabbing. Let's go. All right, so at the start of every stream, we do a deep dive into Discord, show what the community has been cooking and eating. It's a bit harsh. So we were discussing on the last week, where's my mouse at, guys? We're discussing on Monday a sushi boat. And I didn't really know what you guys meant, but this is so cool. Has anyone ever had this before? This feels bougie, very fancy. If this came out to your table, it'd be like, oh, hello. Something just happened, you just saw my whale. This feels really fancy, especially like all of this raw fish looks really good. I like the idea of the raw fish, but I'm not, like, I don't know, maybe when we go to Japan, but I get a bit nervous that I'll like it. I don't know. I'd probably prefer it on like the aburi or the nigiri like this, or sashimi, like is probably a little bit too intense by itself. I don't know. I get worried about getting sick with raw fish. I know. But a good place it's really fresh, right? I don't know about this. I don't know about the fish, whole fish by itself. If it's chopped up and I don't know where it comes from. Okay. That looks killer. That's epic. Wow. How do you guys like sushi like this? The raw sushi? I reckon that would be like a good few $100s. Maybe like $100, maybe $100. Sushi, and then all these sliced, looks like salmon and tuna. And then pickled ginger, wasabi. I've never been sick eating raw fish. You're more likely to get sick from the rice. Okay. I'm bad because I I've cooked leftover rice from Monday's stream in the fridge. Like it's wrapped up. But when's too long? Maybe I was thinking of like stir frying the bejeebers out of it. You like sushi like this? Okay. I think that Exceed not eating seafood. I'm not blaming on him, of course. But he's less inclined to eat seafood. I am less inclined to eat seafood as well because I love sharing food with people, and I'm more inclined to buy something, like order something on the menu. If I don't like it, I can give it to someone else, or like I can share it with someone that eats seafood. And so I just don't order it. Like I really wanted to on the weekend order like this seafood platter. But I was like, I can't order it because no one will share it with me. But if I was with my family, my dad or anyone in my family would love to share that. We get like a big seafood tower or something. Sometimes we go to restaurants. I don't like sharing my seafood. I love it that much, yeah. But the seafood tower, sometimes they're too big. They're like for 2 people or sometimes 4 people. But maybe you'll eat that much. Okay, just a query. If anyone has made any of these recipes on the website, can you please give me a review? Especially some of the newer ones. The Mars bar slice, if you've made that, can you give me a review? Teriyaki chicken sushi, char siu beef, tiramisu. I just need some reviews, please. I know that a lot of you guys have been making them. I know you've been busy, but please review. Give me some comments. This is an amazing photo. Look at that natural light. This is from Floss, made banana bread. House smells amazing. Look at that. And then we've got lunch boiled egg and salad wrap. Nice. I don't think I've ever had a boiled egg in a wrap. It's a lot of people. I'm in the minority. A lot of people think of like swapping out proteins, like an egg can be in part of chicken, but I would still add chicken or meat or whatever with the egg. Hello, darling. I feel like I should make myself sound more evil. Welcome in, Nito. Welcome in, Nito. I'm an Aussie witch. Sound like a smoker. Grumpy Gamer, Baja Tacos, Melbourne Airport. Very tasty, a bit of a kick with the red onion, very highly rated. First proper meal I've had, nice. That was Queensland. Look at this. Yum. Grumpy's been travelling. Wolf, homemade pizzas, pepperoni, capsicum, bell pepper, and tomato, chicken sausage, tomato and bacon. Dang. Look at that. We haven't had pizza in so long. Look, very nice, Wolf. Thank you for sharing. Katie 80, the pancake lady. It was her son's 10th birthday. Oliver turned 10 yesterday, which was Wednesday. So she made him first things first pancakes from our cookbook. Yum. Look at this spread. Chocolate whipped cream, regular whipped cream. So does the chocolate whipped cream, that just tastes like mousse, right? We've got blueberries, strawberries, Nuttalex. All good except the Nuttalex. I haven't had Nuttalex in years, but is it sunflower seed but oil made into like a margarine? Is that right? Am I thinking that correctly? The maple syrup. I am very excited. We're going to stock up on that this week, next week. We'll go to Costco. Over there's a bug. Margot, hoisin glazed meatballs, stir fry veg. These look spectacular. Sticky, sweet. Yum. Is this a HelloFresh? Yum. Great work. Nice veg as well. All right, that's it. That's it. Where's the posting? It was a new one. All right, welcome in everybody. I think I should get an apron so I don't get this lovely dress dirty. Kind of defeats the purpose of having a thing on, doesn't it? Very on theme, black and red. Is that right? Okay. Canned whipped cream straight in the mouth. But I want to know about the chocolate one. Does that just taste like chocolate mousse? I have never had it before. I think I'd like to try it. So, we are going to be making cake. All right? So, the recipe is going to be released for you guys. We're also creating reels. So, we've been working with the Magic Gathering team, Wizards of the Coast, to make 3 reels, 3 recipes that are going out to you guys. So the first reel gets released next week with the full recipe. The recipe cards look amazing. The team are so lovely and so creative with taking my document and then making it pretty. So I'm very excited for you guys to make it. And if all else fails, it's a delicious cake with icing. It's like a vanilla butter cake with a vanilla or a white glaze and then cherries. It's very nice. Okay, let's go. How many of you guys were told fairy tales or read fairy tale books growing up? What was your favorite fairy tale? Were they the old school versions or were they like more of a kind of modern take on it? Like were you the OG Hansel and Gretel, or were you more like stylistic? I'm talking the books, like were they very basic drawn, or were they like more creative and bright and colourful? I'm pretty sure there was, when we were kids, there was a lot of, I'm just closing all these tabs. Hansel and Gretel was very big because it was all about like lollies and... Am I thinking the right one? The one with the... Hansel and Gretel, they go out, they're brother and sister, right? And then they find the house that's made of gingerbread or like of lollies, and that entices them, and then the witch gets them. Is that right? Okay. Devouring Sugarmore, let's go. I like either versions of fairy tales. When I was younger, my favourite were the Cinderella spin-off children's books. Okay, I've never... Tell me about this. So it's like, it's Cinderella's other stories of like what she did in the castle or whatever. Hey, Nani Kid, welcome in. It's good to have you here. Hey, Purple Leaves, welcome in. I was addicted to fairy tales, used to go to the library and borrow as many as I could. Nice. Okay. So if you didn't see, this is, oh, I wonder if this is going to pick it up. That's what we're making. It's a bit dark, but there's a better version on Instagram. I just shared my post to my story with a link to the shrimp. Ay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. My favourite was Three Brothers. Tell me about Three Brothers. And do you remember the movie Brothers Grimm? I know Brothers Grimm is based off the they were Brothers Grimm. Okay, I've confused myself in my own head. So Brothers Grimm, did they create fairy tales or they did spin off of fairy tales? There was the movie that was really good as well. Have you heard of a video game, The Wolf Among Us? It's a game where the characters are all fairy tales. The primary character, the big bad wolf. The other characters, Bloody Mary, the Toad family, Snow White, Tweedledee, Tweedledum. No, The Wolf Among Us. I have to check it out. So Brothers Grimm created the original fairy tales. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was they created the original ones or they did like spin-offs. So I remember it's Hansel and Gretel was created by, for some reason, Hans Christian Andersen. Where does he come in with fairy tales? Now, what we're gonna need is 1.5 cups of plain flour, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, some butter, salted butter, of course, some sugar, vanilla, and 3 eggs. Super easy. They did some Anne Hand Christian Anderson. Oh, good. I was like, I don't want to feel silly, but I feel like his name's coming up in my head and I don't know why. Okay. Because I can't get into these cupboards, I have everything prepared. Oh, there's fingerprints on my... Hold on. I'm supposed to clean this off. Look, I'm the cleaning witch. There we go. Okay, we're prepared. So what we're gonna do is we want our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients. And we're have all the stuff here, baking powder, eggs, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the 3 brothers is where they meet death on a bridge and grant them all a wish. Oh, and then JK picked up, like, so yeah, okay. What about that? Because you said that was your favorite, right? What about it? Did you relate to one of the brothers more than others? Hans did the original take on the Snow Queen. Okay. So how is that Snow Queen different to Snow White? Created some, okay, cool. Hey Wolf, welcome in. All right, the things you'll need is a set of scales. So we're making a sugarmore cake, a devouring sugarmore cake. So we're gonna do dry ingredients in here, your flour and your baking powder, then the wet ingredients, then we're gonna combine them. Super easy, we'll turn our oven on. To get the ring shape, we're gonna use a bundt tin, like this. You can divide this cake, this is 1 bundt, big bundt, or you can divide it into like 4 to 6 small bunts if you want small cakes, okay? All right, so 225 grams of flour, nice bunts. We like big bunts in it, we cannot lie. Look at you guys, you're my people. Hello, Liz, thank you for 19 months. Thank you. Okay, 225 grams. We'll see how, my hair's not rubbing on my microphone, is it? Because I'm gonna see how long I can last with my hair down before I put it up out of the way. Looking very magical, thank you. The other request that I have is let me know when I need to reapply the lippy, okay? We can't be having a witch without lipstick. Okay, so 225 grams or 1.5 cups of plain flour, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. I went out and bought a second set of spoons because I'm always losing them. But it's different. And I don't like these ones as much as my old ones. They don't like hang the same way. It's all important, like the way that they hang, very smooth. Thank you. So I want to hear about your favorite fairy tales. A reasonable dish. I like that. Yes. Liz, thank you so much for your resub. Would you like Barbie or Oppenheimer? Same Chrissa and Beware and Green Eyes. If you're here, please give me Team Oppenheimer, Team Barbie. So Liz for 19 months, Chrissa for 6 months, Beware for 22 months, and Green Eyes for 40 months. Oppenheimer. Dang, look at you guys. I had a little bit of an accident. It got a little bit run over. So, and I still know the numbers. 5, 10, 15, 20, 22 versus 5, 10, 15, 21. Liz, Beware. So that's 23. Chrissa for Oppenheimer as well. Oh my God, if Green Eyes says Oppenheimer 2, then it makes it 25. But at this date, it is 24 to 22, okay? So this will be a theme stream in September. Usually I would say it's like the last stream of the month, but we're like full up. No, today is, yes, shit. Today's the last day to vote. Oh my goodness. If you want to vote Team Oppenheimer, Team Barbie, today's the last day to vote. Then we have to start something new. Or what, the test kitchen is open? Yeah, if you're a sub, I should probably write it in Discord. If you're a sub, you're just going to link your Discord with Twitch, and then the channel will open up for you, and you've got access to like 25 test recipes that no one else knows about. You have special access to the recipe testing team. Some recipes that will go on the website, some will just stay in the recipe testing team, and you've got early access. Today's the last day. Next stream, you'll be voting for something else. We should discuss that as well. My grandma is here. Can you say hi? Hey, Grandma. Welcome in. Grandma, do you have a favourite fairy tale? I want to know about it. What did you grow up with? What were you told as a child? Fairy tales or stories? What's Bobby? Juggler. Okay. We added the baking powder, so that's our flour mix. Like that, put aside. Now here, very, very easy. We want 170 grams or 3/4 of a cup of salted butter. I'm a salted girl, a bit salty sometimes. Always salty. And then 150 grams of white sugar. So I need to go and get to my sugar. She says she likes Cinderella. I bet she's as pretty as Cinderella. Okay, white sugar. Boga. Welcome on, good morning. Bon dia. All right. We're making cake. Welcome in. Guys, today is a sponsored Worlds of Eldraine celebration because pre-release is this week. It is fully released next week. Magic the Gathering new set. Hope you're having a great day. If you're new to here, hit the follow button. Come and hang out with us. We do theme streams. We do theme food. We have fun. Click the link as well. Good one. Okay, 170 grams. My husband is amazing. Got my pedals out for me. Oh, look at that. Lindsay, nice to see you. How's your week been? Okay, 150 grams of sugar. So 3/4 of a cup of sugar. The more I look down, the more. Are those cards behind you? Yeah. So we've got Ariat of the Charmed Apple. So basically, Worlds of Eldraine is about the tale of like 3 sisters. So this is one of them, Ariat of the Charmed Apple. And then there's some of the new cards. So 3 by Mice. So Ginger, the Meal Ender. So Ginger has a really great story. If you go and give that a Google, like the creation story from the first Eldraine kind of set. And then we're coming back to Eldraine. It's really cool. So there's a video we played at the start of the stream. If you want to go back and watch the VOD. So Ginger, the Meal Ender, the second kind of coming. Then you've got Greta, who Greta is based on Hansel and Gretel. So that's Gretel. And she becomes a human warrior. This is actually Hansel here. He gets devoured. So basically the brother and sister go into the forest and Hansel or Hans, I think I don't know if he's got a name. He gets eaten by the devouring Sugarmore, and then his sister becomes the Sweet Tooth Scourge. Skewer Slinger is what we're recreating. So these 3 cards. And then you've got the Sweet Tooth Witch, Try some pie. Your brother helped make it and he really poured his heart into it. So it's all very cool. One way or another, dwarven meals end up in someone's stomach. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. You've got 3 blind mice. As a saga enters, and after you draw step, add a law counter sacrifice after 4. So enchanted saga. Create a 1/1 white mouse creature token. Create a token that copies of a target token you control. Creatures you control get 1/1 and gain vigilance until end of turn. Yeah. They're certainly all the words. Yeah. Yep. And they played happily ever. Yeah. So this is, if anyone's interested in like theme streams and stuff, if people are interested in this, we do. Yeah, like chat to me, because we do offload them. I played enough Magic the Gathering to kind of understand that. Nice. There's some, it is for me as well, like learning about it. When we chatted to the team, they're like, do you have any understanding? I was like, I know what it is. I know, but I've never really had the experience and the exposure to sit down and play, but I really have been really keen. I was talking to Ruby Plays and she's going to teach me and told me to get involved in Arena because it's really cool and there's a really big community. It's really great because you can go and do it in person, collect cards. She said it's a really fun, really fun hobby because she's like they have a group of friends that play, and there's in each area you could find someone that or like a library or a location where they play and different events. Arena has a very good tutorial. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, cool. They look cool. Nice. All right, so into here we're doing butter and sugar. Now, and I love any excuse to do theme food. Okay, so 170 grams of butter in here. So 3/4 cup of butter. And we're gonna cream this together. We've got a reel coming out that Exceed has put together, and I have to say that I filmed it, but he edited it, and it's really cool. Just like a condensed kind of like food porn video. The Goose Mother, or Mother Goose. Okay. How many of you have a bundt tin? How many of you have a bundt tin? Because you can always make a regular cake and cut the hole out if you want. But these aren't too expensive. You can get them from Coles. Coles? Yeah, maybe Coles. Target and Kmart. All right, that's going up. Is that okay? Just off my face. I have 2. Silicon bun. Oh, they're good. They're easier to clean. Coles sell them sometimes. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. Wash my hands again. Now, let's go here. And all we're going to do is this. Okay, so you know how I tell you that this is like a racehorse? It's got no chill. Like the level 1 is like level 6 on my last. I said ass. My last mixer. I was filming the video just here. I was filming the video, like the reel, and I didn't really want to. I want to create like a really thematic, fun video. And I didn't want to put silly, like stainless steel in the video. So I was like, oh, well, let's use like a medieval wooden bowl. But the only wooden bowl that I had was like wider and shorter. Can you see where this is going? I put the butter and the sugar in there and I filmed it. And just as I turned it on, the butter and the sugar went everywhere. But Exceed, now you'll know when you watch the video. We've still got the footage is in there, but he's clipped it. Why isn't this coming out? So I was like, Exceed, we're getting a new mixer. I need a new hand mixer. I hate it. But I also can't bring myself to get a new one. But if you have recommendations, I think I should get on the lookout because it's just way too high powered. But yeah, now you have to remember when you watch the reel, obviously don't draw attention to it. I didn't. But you'll know, special little behind the scenes tidbit. It's like only one speed and that's super fast. Oh, it's the worst. Vanilla, come out. I refuse to buy any more because we're going to Costco next week and I'll get some there. All right, vanilla, butter, sugar. We're just creaming this, get it, dissolve some of the sugar and aerate it slightly. Cut it open, next time I will. Look, so this is off, that's off. That's level 1. And then it goes up to level 5. But like, that's level 4, 3, 2, 1. So. Nice. Here I do recommend using like a caster sugar or baker sugar because it's smaller granules so it dissolves quicker. And if you've got a fast place, like a strong blender, pop your sugar in there and it will grind it down. Yeah, it's like designers forget that you have a slow start. I did see the KitchenAid now, the newer models, unfortunately, they do half speed, which is good because like it folds in gently. All right. Like this. Okay, that looks good. And all we're gonna do now is we're gonna add in our eggs one at a time. That. And then mixing. Next one. There we go. Lovely. This cake is based off my apple tea cake from the website. It is a little bit firmer, so it's crispier on the outside and fluffy in the middle. The reason I did that is to create the cake, the bundt tin, with the bundt cake. I wanted it to be able to stand up, so I needed it to be a little bit more rigid. You can definitely use like a box cake or a vanilla cake. You don't want something too spongy, but you can, if you're just gonna lay it down, flip it over and lay it down, you can definitely use like a vanilla cake and something a little bit lighter. But for me, I wanted it to have some texture to it. And then you pour over the glaze and it's delicious. Why add one egg at a time? It just makes sure it's combined. You can chuck it in if you want, but it just gives you the opportunity to mix it and make sure it's all incorporated. You see, I did it pretty quickly because I mixed one, like cracked and added the other one and in quick succession. Some people whip it for a little bit longer. I don't think you need to do that, but you want to make sure it's incorporated. Because what sometimes people do is they put all three of them and you're mixing and you over mix. So it's just like you mix, add one, mix a little bit, add the other one, mix a little bit. Whereas if you add three, by the time it's all incorporated, you've over mixed or you've incorporated too much air into it. Yeah? Okay, so we'll just move that to the side. So for those that have played Wilds of Eldraine, played Magic, how did you get into it? What started your interest? Was it a friend, a family member? Look at this. Beautiful. Okay, and all we're going to do is make sure here, get your mini whisk and just mix the baking powder through the flour so it's all incorporated. Easy. Friends, about 25 years ago, wow. Valraska, do you have a favourite set? Baby whisk, baby whisk. Okay, great question, by the way, Pogo. Thank you for your question. Now, so we're going to dump this in here. I started in 97. My mother used to give us each a card when we'd leave on time. No way! Look at your mum. That's killer. So like a bit of a bonus if you left for school on time, then she would give you a card. That's pretty cool. Do you guys have any like rarer cards or favorite cards that you kind of like your prized possessions? That's so cool. Okay, so just mixing like this. Nice. Fab. I'm going to get it off the beaters. There's been too many over the years at this point. Wow. And do you like to play with like a friendship group, or do you regularly, or do you go to events? I need a new mixer, currently deciding between a Kenwood and a KitchenAid. A hand mixer or stand mixer? Both are pros. I've always had a Kenwood and very happy with them. Yeah, okay. I think there's a lot of people that, like my cousin who's a chef, he's Kenwood, he's Team Kenwood. And I really love the KitchenAid. It has a higher clearance, so it's a little bit taller, and you can like put stuff in from the side without having to pull the top up. I like that. I would really love to get the matching hand mixer for my KitchenAid, like the matching KitchenAid hand mixer. I think that's why I kind of like waiting to upgrade until that one breaks. It's quite expensive, the KitchenAid one. I like the idea of the cordless too. I don't know, but I don't know if it's functional, what the battery life is like. Okay, whoa. I play competitively both nationally and internationally. Excuse me, that's amazing. Been playing in comp since I was 9. That is incredible. Quite expensive ones. My roommate these days actually runs one of the biggest Magic websites. And you're kidding. All right, so Valraska is our Magic royalty. Okay, so tell me, for us beginners, what's the best way for us to get involved and learn? Would you recommend Arena? That's amazing. Congratulations. I bet that takes a lot of practice. And what is, like, do you have a certain strat to like be able to compete nationally and internationally? It's incredible. Good on you. I bet you would have had some really, like, and you bet you still have some amazing stories to tell of different, like, things that you've done, places you've been. Where were the tournaments held? Oh my gosh. Honestly, in Australia these days, Commander has taken off a lot, especially because it's very easily to collect and only ever need one of each card. So can you explain really quickly, if you don't mind? You don't have to. I know it's you're probably coming here to watch me stream and cook, and I'm asking you all these questions. Can you explain to me Commander? All right. So we've got this, our cake mix, and we're going to go into here, bunt. Spray. You want to spray well, especially this middle section. This is a butter cake, so it will release quite easily because there's so much butter in it, but you want to be safe. So grab your mixture. And then into here. Like that. So Valraska says, so in regular Magic you can use 4 of any card in a deck, 60 card deck. In Commander you can have a 100 card deck, but only 1 of any card. Okay. You can have a special card outside of your deck called your Commander. Oh. So I was in the Wilds of Eldraine video that we watched at the start of the stream. That was talking about Commander, but I wasn't really sure what it meant. See how's bells? Okay. And it's more, you were saying that it was easier to understand? A little bit less complicated, is that right? Okay. We need to get all the cake. Get all the cake in there. All right, now use a spatch just to make it one. And don't worry about smoothing it too much, because once it gets in the oven, it's nice and hot, then it'll melt and it will kind of like, it should even its way out. You could double this if you want, but it needs an 8-inch bunt tin. Okay, here we go. I don't really know what to do with. Inherently less competitive. Okay. So, that's your cake. It's going to go in here. Super easy styles. 160 degrees Celsius, 345 Fahrenheit. Hey Google, what is 160 Celsius in Fahrenheit? Why is it not working today? Did I unplug it? Hey Google. Oh my God. Guys, Jarvis is dead. Is this the end? I unplugged it and plugged it back in. I'm so confused. I'll try. Oh, I think the button may have, yeah, we go. It wasn't turned on the power board. It's back. It's back, it's just turning on. Sounds good, now I can answer the questions. All right, so now we're gonna make Sir Ginger, this one. We've released 3 stencils. There's an easy, a middle, and a higher level of intensity for the stencils. So you can go from Sir Ginger's head to a Sir Ginger body or Sir Ginger on a horse. These are what we're going to be recreating, but basically, oh no, these have been my tests over the last few weeks. So you've got a Sir Ginger face, like this, a Sir Ginger body. The blonde wasn't supposed to come out. That I was practicing with icing. These are just tests. And then this is the Sir Ginger on a horse, which is that, right? So this is the stencil you can cut out. It takes a long time, but you can do this if you want. That's what the stencil looks like. And then you can design it however you like. Bloods, welcome in. Was it this stream we were talking about the solo? We were, yes. I tried one the other day and it tastes exactly like solo and no scent. So you don't think so? I thought I couldn't get through a whole one because I thought that it had like a stronger taste. Yeah, unless on special, they're quite expensive. Yeah, $20 for a 4-pack. But I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm glad that I influenced you in something positive. That's good. So yes, we're going to be recreating these guys. Look how cute. And the gingerbread, so you can either use golden syrup or molasses. Look how cool these are. That was a tester to see if the icing looked good, but she just looked like she had a blonde wig on. They didn't turn out very good, so we ended up not doing icing. And what do you think? Thank you for telling me that I look good. I appreciate that. What do you think? Do you like the blonde wig? Okay, let's get into it. So yeah, they're the 3 stencils you get. The horse one is epic. A little bit tricky, seeing as though, you know, the shading of, like, that's the hard thing about recreating dishes from video games and movies and things like this, card games, is that the animator has done such an amazing job with shading, 3D shading, or, you know, shadows. That's really hard to recreate into food. And I am not the best cookie artist, not my forte. So trying to recreate that with shadows and indentations and things like that was a little bit tricky. But I really liked how that plain, like no design turned out. I don't know if I like it as much when we kind of like, it doesn't look as good. But we'll show you. We'll have a try today. So yeah, these are just the start. I was recipe testing for about 3 weeks, and on the weekend I did a 4 batches of the recipe to then pick 25 and send them out to for like PR packages for early kind of reviewers of the game. And it was stressful. And we had like the first batch, I didn't indent. I was so nervous about making them. I cut them all out, did all the right things, and then I forgot to get the cookie cutter to indent to create the face. And so that was like that was 10 cookies I just had to like waste. I was sad, but I snacked on one. And then we got it all right at the end. We picked 25 good ones, it was nice. Okay, next thing. So gingerbread. So you can use golden syrup or molasses or a mixture of both if you want. The molasses is going to give you a richer flavour. I personally really like golden syrup. It's a bit sweeter, lighter flavour, but use whatever you've got. If you want, have got like a light molasses or like a light treacle, that works good too. Okay, so ginger cookies, here we go. Depending on what stencil you use depends on the amount of cookies, so I didn't write a serving suggestion. All right, the things you will need are 300 grams of plain flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a cup of butter, half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of molasses, vanilla extract, 1 large egg. You're going to separate that, use the yolk and the white separately because the white is going to be left to use our the icing. Ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, cardamom for the cookie flavour, okay? I don't drink a lot of solos myself, but maybe I hadn't realised what you had, but yes, thank you for sharing that last time. I certainly love trying new things. Probably still stick to my Mercury Heart. I've never heard of that one, but they all cost the same anyway, whether on special for... Yeah, it's good, like, you just, when you see them, maybe around Christmas, they might be on sale. Just snap some up and pop them away in the cupboard if they last that long. If you're having a great time going to Lookman, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for letting me know that. I really appreciate you just coming in and giving me that good vibes and the positive news. Mercuries are good. What flavour are they? Okay, so what we're going to do is, again, this is a really easy recipe as well. You can kind of dump and mix. So we'll do separate, same bowls. So dry ingredients in here. I'm going to halve the recipe just for today because I'm cookie overloaded. Okay, so 150 grams is half the recipe. So 3/4 of a cup. Sorry, 1 cup. There you go. And then baking soda. The reason we're using baking soda in comparison to baking powder is the baking soda is going to react with the acidity from the molasses. And the brown sugar. That acidity is going to react with the baking soda to then create bubbles. We only want a slight bubbles. We don't want it too fluffy. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about later, is you want a colder oven compared to a hot oven, because then they're not going to spread it, they're not going to puff, and they're not going to spread as much. So it's better to go colder oven and they'll keep their shape. Then they'll start out as crunchy cookies, and you want to eat them as, if you like that texture, you eat them as soon as possible. But if you let them sit, they're going to soften because there's so much sugar in there. They're going to draw in the moisture from the atmosphere and they're going to go into soft gingerbread. Okay, so here we've got baking powder, luckily I checked. And baking soda. Thank you very much, Rockcat, I appreciate you. We're celebrating the release of Wilds of Eldraine, the new Magic the Gathering set. Thank you, Roselli. I'll have to wait till Christmas, I think, see them come through work, actually. Yeah, cool. There's sales somewhere. Nice, it's always a good sale. I love good sales. All right. Sorry for the long message. Don't need to apologise. I love chat. I love you guys coming in and telling me about your week and giving me updates. Never need to apologise for chatting. I love it. If I do miss it, please repost it. Trying hard, Mercury Hard Cider, as you only really need one. And they aren't super duper sweet. I like sweet, not like recorder sweet, you know, like, but just sweet. Just a little, you know, because then you can have one of them. If they're too much and they're too intense. Roselli, growing up did you have a favorite fairy tale? Is there something that maybe you know from Puerto Rico that different fairy tales in compared to America? This is the same for everybody. If you have any experience with fairy tales in different countries, because I assume like European fairy tales might be slightly different. The stories, the cultural stories and experiences are different. Okay, so we're going with half a teaspoon here of baking soda. Okay. Your baking soda as well as your baking powder, you want to try to replace once a year. You can test if it's still strong by getting a little cup, putting baking soda and then squeezing some lemon juice or vinegar and see if it reacts. And then baking powder, adding hot water. You should add the hot water and then it should see bubbles. If there's no reaction, it means that your baking soda or baking powder need to be thrown out. You need to get some fresh stuff. So don't do me and buy a really big bag of baking soda or sodium bicarbonate or whatever, sometimes used for cleaning, because you won't use that much. I do a lot of baking, but I don't use baking soda that much. And I had to throw it out or use it for the laundry because it wasn't really effective anymore. Okay, so put that aside. Shit. Okay, I just realized I put too much baking soda, but whatever. I really don't know many fairy tales. I'm not sure if it was just my parents that wasn't into sharing that world with me. Never really asked. Okay, but any storybooks that you remember as a kid? I don't remember too many as a kid being told, like Cinderella and things like that, of course. But the obscure ones, like the Three Brothers, I'd never heard of that before. And it was only later in life when I watched more kind of modern movies, like the Brothers Grimm, like learning about that. Everybody's different. So butter, 125 divided by 2 is 62.5. Above grade level. So ready chapter books. Once I could still. Whoa. See, I always knew you were amazing from childhood. Look at that. Okay. Remember See Spot Run books? See Spot Run. Is that the big dog? I remember a childhood book called Spot. And I don't know if we're talking about the same one. Still here lurking while doing some work. It's nice to have you here this Friday. I know it's not Friday because it's usually a Friday show and we're Thursday and we're a day early. Okay. So brown sugar this time instead of regular white sugar. We want the brown. That's Clifford. No, it's not. I'm thinking about Spot. Clifford's the red dog. But there is a book called Spot. And it was Spot with his mum. Yeah. Spot was a smaller dog. Yellow with brown spot. Yeah. Yep. See? Yeah. Hey, welcome. I'm good. How are you? Have you had a good week? What's exciting's been happening in your week? Okay. 50 grams. Spot Goes to the Beach was the best book. See, Nikki, thank you very much. I don't think Spot was particularly large. Oh, did I say large? Sorry. Spot was small. I apologise. Spot was small. Clifford was the large one. I apologise. I do understand why I confused you all. Grug? I don't know what grug is. Yeah. Clifford's the big dog. Okay. So butter and brown sugar, and we're going to add in the molasses or the golden syrup. So I want to show you the difference. Hey Google, what's the difference between molasses and golden syrup?
On the website verywellfit.com, they say golden syrup, or light treacle, is a thick sugar syrup. With its golden, amber color, it is lighter than molasses, though the two are similar in their thickness. People also sometimes ask me, can I substitute molasses for golden syrup? Do you want to hear
Yes.
the answer?
No. Okay, so
All right.
this is molasses, and you'll see when I squeeze it in here, the difference between the two. All right. Chapter books. Chapter books, when you say chapter books, do you mean like a big like adult, young adult fiction book? Is that what you mean? Okay, so we want... Molly didn't bring a measuring cup out. So everything's locked. I need to get organised before theme streams because things are locked behind. I can't open drawers. It's all good. I think I've prepared for this in advance. There's always one thing that I forget, but I can use this. All right. So we're going to use half a cup. So I'm going to halve it to a quarter a cup. But I want to show you the difference in colour. So see that, how light that colour is? That's golden syrup. And then Saddle Club. Did you watch the show Saddle Club? Can you see how dark this is? Hold on. It's like almost black. Watch, see? It's really dark. It has a really richer flavour. So if you're not about that, get golden syrup. Make your own. There's a oh my goodness, Roselli, there is a show. Yep. So it's an Australian-Canadian show. They had Stevie. I think Stevie was the Canadian girl. And then you had the others. No, Carol. Carol, Stevie, and I forget her name. Stevie, Carol was Canadian. She came to Australia, and then you had Stevie was the dark hair, and then there was the third one. Yeah, it was like my favourite show. Yeah. So there were 3 Australian girls and 1 Canadian girl, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't remember all their names. It's coming back to me. Yeah. It was so good. I can't believe... I always thought Saddle Club was like an Australian thing, and no one really knew about it. I didn't realise they were books first. Okay. Here. Look at this. This is where it gets good. We're going to grab our hand mixer back. Cake, I'm just keeping an eye on it. I think for me, I was huge into horse meat, the Black Stallion. Do you guys remember Barbie Race and Ride? Did you ever have that? I love how we've gone from like childhood fairy tales to like now horse stuff. I was big into horses. I used to go horse riding all the time. Before I was born, my mum had horses on the farm. My mum was a horse rider. She used to compete. She was a show jumper, actually. All right. So that's what it looks like. Your butter, your sugar, and your syrup. Amazing. Okay. And Never heard of that. Okay, so it was this game that you had to basically like have horses and you had to like wash them and then ride them. And yeah, it was amazing. Sweet Valley High. Sweet Valley, I don't know that one. I already got the flour out, didn't I? Okay. Spices. Are you guys big into gingerbread? Like those type of spices, ginger, cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg. It's coming into fall for our North American friends. That means pumpkin spice with the twin sisters. I don't know, you have to maybe show me a photo. How's my lipstick? Do I need to reapply? So we're going to need clove, cardamom, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg. Saddle Club is on Amazon Prime. Did y'all read Phantom Stallion? I think the Silver Brumby. I think I've seen that one. Okay. Into here, we're gonna do ginger. Heavy on the ginger, but then we're backing it up. We're not just gonna do plain ginger. I just don't do plain spices. We're gonna back it up with some cinnamon, of course, warming. Cinnamon is really good for your anti-inflammatory as well. Cardamom, clove, and nutmeg. Really, really nice. Okay, so ginger there. Then we're gonna go in with some cinnamon. We're gonna go with, just need to make sure one. Cinnamon, cardamom. I feel like cardamom is underappreciated. Mix cardamom with your next coffee. Oof, really, really good. A little bit of this. Clove, a little bit of this. And then last but not least is nutmeg. Red meat with clove. Okay, I've never done that before. Sounds good. Cardamom is so underrated. Yeah. Keep an eye on our cake. Looking good. Ground ginger, cinnamon, clove, and cardamom. Okay, and then vanilla. So you want vanilla in this as well. Came out. Thank you. I always get excited when you guys like what we've done. I think it's really cool. Okay, vanilla. All right, we need to do an egg. Cardamom creme brulee. Oh, I've never done that before. Eggs are over here, Molly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the egg white for our glaze, like our royal icing. So you want to separate your egg white here from your egg yolk here. Plonk that in there. Bloop. Push that aside. And then this, just give it a mix. That mix. This is your dough. So it's going to be a softer dough. So what you want to do is you want to refrigerate it so it firms up. Like that. So scrape the blades. I'm still so interested. Is there any more is there any more people that have with Magic done any competing or played any tournaments, gone to conventions and played? Because the first time I ever experienced, I have never played, properly myself. But when I went to Comic-Con, not Comic-Con, it's like Australian Comic-Con, I think. I think that's what it was where we went. And there was all of these tables set up. And this was early when, it was in the morning. And then, within a few hours, there was all of these people, collating, getting together, sorting their cards, their decks, and they were competing. And it was incredible. I'd never seen anything like it. And Ixie was saying that he was the first person that really introduced me, tell me about Magic. And this was maybe 8 years ago. It wouldn't have been PAX. It was in Perth because this was before we moved to Melbourne. I'm pretty sure it was kind of like the Australian Comic-Con or what the other one that comes to Australia. What is it called? Not Comic-Con. Something else. Some convention with, popular games and... so it was in Perth and I'd never seen anything else. And I was so in awe of just the focus, and it just seemed like a really great hobby of bringing together your friends, having fun, and kind of like an even better board game. And I like that. Just, I'm a big fan of tabletop games and all board games and things that you can do with your friends and family, and a bit of more strategy to it. Yum. So what we're going to do is you'll see that this is quite soft. So what I want, grab some cling wrap. This, stretch it out. Just checking eye on my cake. Nearly there. Cool. Scrape this down. Oh, wrong one. There we go. I had an AD&D Pathfinder shop a few blocks, sold Magic cards, and had a huge room in the back with 30 tables. Yeah! There's a documentary, I'll have to link it. I think it's on Amazon Prime, but it's about, there was probably my first experience of seeing how big internationally D&D was. It was, it followed the story of these two older guys. When I say older, they're probably in their 50s, I think. And they'd been playing for, 30 years. Since Magic had been released. They played with the original sets, every year there's a new set and there's different stylized and everything. They were discussing how they've developed and changed the cards, but they went to tournaments and they'd been playing with their friends and family and going to different tournaments for years. And it was just so amazing how inclusive it is. And I like that. All right, so that's your dough and it's very soft. So we're gonna pop it in the fridge and then we're gonna roll it out, okay? In the meantime, hopefully our cake is ready. What do we need to do? So the beef skewers, we're gonna need beef. So I've got some rump. Use whatever you want. If you want to do a more expensive cut, like a porterhouse sirloin, whatever. You just want something like that is larger chunks. We want some cherry tomatoes, some mushrooms, capsicum, so this is the more simpler recipe that you can use and you can eat every day. The other two sweets, they're a little bit trickier, where this, eat it on skewers, eat it off skewers, eat it with rice or naan, very delicious. Okay. Seen some old cards before, the art was still pretty decent. The old art is still nice, it's mostly the printing of the cards that look bad. Okay, the quality has come leaps and bounds since the 90s. Yeah, of course. Hello. I have a, what's a fairytale dog? What do you want to, like a, what would you call a, hey Jesse, what is he? What's a medieval fairytale dog with big fluffy ears? Even straight out of the packet cards, a pretty large chance to be off printed. Back then, Romeo is one of the 7 dwarfs. Grumpy. Okay, so we've got tomato, capsicum or bell pepper, mushrooms, and we're gonna do onion. Justin needs a costume. He does have, I think he's too big for it now. He used to have a Santa outfit. Fenrir? What's that? A unicorn horn. Falcor. What do you think, Jess? Oh, Romy's just woken up. Is the wolf that kills Thor? Oh, wow. Okay. Jess, do you want to kill Thor? You're just doing some cat-cow? Odin. Isn't Odin the father? Odin. It's Thor. He looks like a murderous guy, yeah. That one though, he's a beast. It happens during Ragnarok. Okay, beef, we need the toppings. Anytime the beasts arrive when I've got protein. Look at him. Don't hurt me, sir. You wild beast. Okay. Now, next recipe is skewer slingers. Recipe number 3. We should check on the cake. So you'll need soy sauce, balsamic vinegar, Worcestershire, brown sugar, garlic, onion powder, pepper. Super easy for your marinade. Gosh, your dogs are up and about. Mine don't get up until 1 p.m. It's only because I've got meat around. Yeah, the apron does, it suits, doesn't it? That's what I was saying before. Very on trend, on theme. Okay. I think that's good. So this is our cake, like that doesn't matter what it looks like on the top. Don't stress. It's all matters what's under the bottom. Okay, even these bits here, these you can break off and eat. Crunchy. So we're gonna let it cool and then we're gonna invert it. Okay. Now we need to go into the back. Come in here, into my lair. So balsamic vinegar, soy sauce, Worcestershire. So acidity, Worcestershire, some umami flavor. I'm gonna need to, I don't remember the last time I bought a new bottle of Worcestershire. Hey Google, add Worcestershire sauce to my shopping list. I don't think it heard me.
Sure. I added Worcestershire sauce to the list called shopping.
Heard me, okay. Soy sauce. Brown sugar's over there. Garlic and, yeah, onion powder's around there too. So we just need an onion. These are seriously so delicious, these skewers. Oh my God. Mini skewers. I didn't know they were there. Metal or bamboo. If you're using bamboo or like wood skewers, you want to soak them. Okay? Worcestershire, we need brown sugar, onion powder, easy. Worcestershire sauce lasts forever, yeah. That's why I was surprised I've used it. Okay. Into here. 2.5 tablespoons of soy. I'm using light soy. You can use a mixture of half light, half dark. Give you some more richness if you want. 2.5 tablespoons. Worcestershire. So I say Worcestershire. Okay, Worcestershire, 1 tablespoon. I think that's all I've got. Oh no. I'm going to add some water into here and then, because all these like remnants. Do you know what Worcestershire's made from? Do you want to know? Hey Google, what is Worcestershire sauce made from?
You have a few things on that list. There Worcestershire
Hey Google,
sauce,
stop.
cola, apero.
Tell people my shopping list. Hey Google, what is Worcestershire sauce made from?
On the website food52.com, they say Worcestershire gets its unique flavor from a combination of vinegar, molasses, anchovies, garlic, tamarind extract, chili pepper extract, sugar, and salt, along with other undisclosed natural ingredients.
Undisclosed natural
To this
ingredients.
question, does all Worcestershire sauce have anchovies? Do you want to hear it?
No. Worcestershire sauce, yeah, anchovies. A lot of people don't
Sorry,
realise.
I don't have any information about that, but I found something similar. Do you want to know whether you can use soy sauce in place of Worcestershire
No,
sauce?
stop. So soy sauce, Worcestershire, balsamic. Then we're going to add some brown sugar. So we want to balance out the sweetness and acidity with some brown. If you want it a bit sweeter, definitely add a little bit more. You only need about a tablespoon. 2 cloves of garlic crushed, minced, whatever you want to say. And then we're going to add some onion powder as well. Crush this up a bit. Okay. 1 teaspoon onion powder. And then Worcestershire in stewed meat. Yeah, so we're going to be doing beef skewers today. Delicious. Lippy? No, I think I need a reply. I need to go and get some. When I make mushroom ketchup, make mushroom ketchup. Tastes like Worcestershire sauce. So hold on, you make mushroom ketchup? What is a mushroom ketchup? Like a mushroom sauce? Oh. Okay. Mushroom sauces are so good. Very flavorful. Yeah, because of all that umami. Mushrooms are really great way of adding flavour. Great for vegetable stock. Where's my crusher at? Okay. So all you want to do, mushroom ketchup was what ketchup was before the tomato, which is why they say tomato ketchup. Oh, really? Older than that, it was fish sauce. Interesting. Hey Google, what is in mushroom ketchup? Oh my goodness.
On the website gourmettraveler.com.au, they say, process salted mushrooms in a food processor until a smooth puree forms, add to saucepan. Process 125 milliliters vinegar in a food processor, with shallot and garlic until finely chopped. Add to mushrooms, with bay leaves, spices and remaining vinegar.
And what do you use it on? That's amazing. I'd never heard of that before. Oh my goodness. Wolf, I'm not sure. I don't exactly know what you mean. So every time Google goes off, like it's setting your Google off, I'm not sure what you mean when you say that. Okay. So that is your marinade. I was eggs and Worcester now. Oh, you want them? You can be them if you want to be. You can be whatever you want to be. Yum. Seriously, this is so good. It's like acidic. It's like rich, sweet. It's so yummy. And so we're going to chop up the beef, add it to there, let that marinate for up to 30 minutes overnight. And then we're going to skewer our tomatoes and our veggies. Okay? Okay, okay. We can leave the oven on because we're going to just keeping an eye on everything. You're setting mine off every time. But then when you're saying about, like, you're trying to type, I didn't know what that meant. Google in stereo when Molly asks a question. Sorry, not sorry. What I'm going to do is prepare the veggies first, so we can use the same chopping board. So all you want to do is quarter your onion, so top and tail, and then quarter the onion like that, and you just want to break it into pieces. Okay. Take off your skin. When my Google sets off, it takes over the screen. Oh, okay. This is on your phone or your place? I know that you don't. PlayStation? What kind of device are you using? Okay, put that aside. Then we've got our cherry tomatoes. Or your phone. With my phone, I don't know if it's them, but you can like tap with mine. You probably know what you're doing. But like I tap my screen and it stops the Google. Okay. Tomato, onion. I'm starting to cry. Good old Cappy. Yep, you can keep up with the stream schedule on Discord. We're doing Magic the Gathering today, and then we've got another stream on Saturday this week. How you doing, Empotzler? We've got 3 streams this week. Okay, take that away. Excuse me. Okay. So then all you want to do is just cut some pieces like that. Some cubes. Squares, not cubes, squares. Easy. Fabulous, look at that. And then chuck them over the side. So we're going to have a bit of colour, and then we've got mushrooms as well. So we've got some baby mushrooms, and they're going to have some beautiful flavour in them as well. So finally, meat. Did you finish all the sushi? I did a naughty thing where I left it uncovered in the fridge and it went a bit hard. So I had to throw out some pieces that were on the top because they were really hard. But Exceed really liked it. I really he didn't mind. I don't think he minded the Philly cheesesteak. That was pretty good. Okay, so just slicing this beef, just removing any large pieces of fat, because Bill and Ben will come and pick it up in a minute. Romiru's already on his way to the kitchen with his jingle bells. 3 streams, yep. So we've had one on Monday, one on Thursday, and then we're streaming Saturday. But then next week we've only got 1 stream, Friday, because we're on our way to Sydney for some filming with the Game on Cancer team, and we're going to go to the Starfield event and meet some sponsors, and then we'll be back. So good having you back 3 times a week. Appreciate that. Okay, so we want some large chunks. Remember that the meat's going to shrink, so you want it a bit bigger than you want the final product to be. So yes, I really been enjoying preparing for this stream. We've got 3 reels that are going to start coming out next week for all of the recipes that we're making today. So the Sir gingerbread, so recreation of this card. The Dwarf Knight, so the skewer slingers is what we're doing now. And then the Devouring Sugarmore is the cake. That is already on Instagram. The photo's in Instagram, but the recipe and the reel will come out next week. Exceed's done a phenomenal job. Hate when the meat shrinks. Meat shrinkage. Okay. Chuck it in there. Okay. And then feed our monster under the bridge. And then our baby monster that we need to hand feed him. We need to coax him out. Sit. Look at him eat. The black monster. Okay, and then the troll. There we go. And then the baby monster. There we go. Okay. Move this way. Wash your hands. Okay. BSD guy, how you doing? Long time no see. Hope you've been well. Okay, now they're in my way. Okay, so this is the beef, the boof. Give it a mix. Fabuloso. Amazing. Tell us what you have, Nito. What breeds do you have? Do you have little dogs or big dogs? I went to get these costumes yesterday. I mean, my outfit, my dress, my witch's attire. And the lady had the world's smallest chihuahuas, 3 of them. One was really yappy. Really yuppie. All right, just reapply the lippy. Okay. Better? Uno momento. If I was a tray, where would I be? Where would I be if I was a wooden tray? Okay, disappeared. Do, do, do. Trying to get up after a few knockouts in life, got lots to do. You'll get through it, you are stronger than you know, and you're with us. You have us. Always know that you can lean on us, and as a community, if you need anything, let us know. Just words of encouragement, or let just people to be there for you. But life is tough, and remember to lean on your friends and family and ask for help if you need it. But no, there's always people rooting for you. And you know, with knockouts, the floor, hitting the floor sometimes is good because there's only up from there. Okay. So we've got our cake. All right, what is a coolie? What is the coolie dog? Look at this, so good. So what you want to do is grab your kniffy, like this. Run down the side, like that. And just loosen it, because sometimes it should pull away from the sides, but if it hasn't, you might need to just run your knife around. And like I said, it doesn't really matter what the top side looks like, because the bottom is what we care about. Please don't read. I was wondering the same thing. What a coolie, Staffy, Bull Terrier, and something something. Okay. Rescue ranges mixing from 20 to 30 kilos. Big dogs. Chester's 12. He's tall, but he's skinny. Coolie is an Australian dog breed. Okay. When you say Australian dog, like a working dog? Like a sheepdog? A coolie. This is always the way. It's not behaving because you guys are around. Kind of like Kelpie blue here. Oh, okay. Looks like it's pulling away. There we go. Just give it a shake. Are you ready? Moment of truth. Moment of truth, everybody. Do you like my bun? Woo! Look at that. So good. Yes. Okay. I don't know if we should decorate this now or do this last. I think I'll let it cool completely and we'll do this last because then you'll be able to see it and it won't like the icing deteriorate. Okay, so before we do the skewers, before we do the cake, we need to do the gingerbread. Grab yourself MMM, Miss Molly Matte. Miss Molly makes that. Whatever, it needs to be red. Red and black is the theme of the day. Okay, so make it nice and flat. Spread it out. Grab yourself a little bit of fairy dust. This is ground down bones of my enemies. Like that. Maybe a bit more onto that. Fabulous. Okay, grab your dough. Like that. And we need, oh yes, she kept it out. Hold on. And then I need my, there we go, my stencils. I got it out. So making sure we're covering this with flour so it doesn't stick. I'm going to roll this out. What I like to do is like move it around so you ensure that the bottom is coated with flour, or even flip it over like that. Move it around. My sleeves better not get dirty. It does look like almond butter. Okay. So roll it out. I can't roll pastry out into a square when I want it to, but then I roll this out into whatever shape and it turns out perfectly. How is that? Remember when we did croissants? All I wanted was it to create a square and it kept up like a rectangle or like a rectangle with like a triangle attached to it. And then that's a perfect square. What the heck? Okay, so you've either got your horse stencil like this, or you've got this stencil, which we might do, we might do one of them. The horse is a bit too involved, okay? And what I do want to do though is do the face, which I think in my excitement to finish all the cookies, here we go. On Monday I threw out the stencil, but I got another one. Let's cut it out. I'm making gingerbread cookies, yes. So ginger inspired gingerbread cookies. So this is ginger. All right, so you've got that shape. You've got ginger on a horse, which is kind of inspired by that, but that's like pieces of ginger. It's some pieces, it's like a 3D. I thought it would be way too involved for people to make. Or the easiest one is this. This is the easiest stencil, okay? So this is a cutting montage. It's kind of like a YouTube video that needs to be increased speed. Did I just see your dog's feet on your cooking bench? Yep. What do you think about it? Are you grossed out? Please hold. The dogs get to about here and they don't come closer or anything. I think you should have cleaned it. Okay, good on you. Yeah, all right. Thank you for, it's my own house and I don't really mind. The dogs are whatever. They can come around here. It's none of this space, food eating space. I appreciate your care, but I don't think it's necessary. I'm cooking for myself. If I was cooking for family members or friends or whatever, but I always make sure that they can't come near. That's why we raised the bench height so that you couldn't touch anything. Okay, little knife like this. So you can get your stencils, you can do a few of them. The bigger ones, you can do one or two. Okay, cutting in process. Look, we're finished. Look at that. Perfect transition. We've finished the cutting scene. All right. Like this. Around. And then once you've rolled this out and refrigerated again, it will be firmer. It's a lot easier to handle if you refrigerate it before you cut as well. Or even put it in the freezer. It just firms up the dough so it's easier to handle. Exceed in a costume. Yeah. There's other way more grubby things in the kitchen than this area where his feet have been. Okay. That being said, people with cats, and one of the reasons that I don't have a cat is that I get grossed out about, you never know if your cat is getting on your bench during the night or whatever, and I would be too super clean freak. Yeah. Okay. So just cutting out your shapes. This is a little bit too soft, this dough. And I'll show you what I mean when I pick it up. My cat never goes on my bench, luckily, trained her well. That's good. With these two kittens, have to clean the counter before using it every time. Yeah? How many of you guys have cats that get on the benches? I don't mean to be rude about it, but I just don't like people telling me what I should and shouldn't do. It's more. I get it. And it's when we're not streaming, the dogs never touch the benches, and they would never. It's only like 30-second recap. I didn't even see it come through. And Potsdam, welcome in. Who did the 30-second recap? Lick the counter. Because I am pretty on top of germs and cleaning and whatever. Who did the 30-second recap? Oh, ask for a recap. Tyson, thank you very much. We have been streaming for 2 hours and 6 minutes. We've done last time on all things food. We are doing a sponsored stream to celebrate the release of Wilds of Eldraine, which is the new Magic the Gathering set. It comes out next week, so we're getting in early. We're making 3 of the recipes that I've created for the game, and they are going to be released to you guys, the community, through different means. And we've also created some reels. And that's your 30-second recap. A little bit over, but thank you very much. Hope you're having a great day. And we're talking about fairy tales. What is your favourite fairy tale? What do you remember reading or watching? Fairy tale movies or inspired events in your childhood? Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for letting me know if I missed something. This top is a little bit... How you going? It's making it worse. All right. So, is the cookies? What are these? We might just do another one of these, guys. A lot of like Cinderella as a kid. Very familiar with like, I wouldn't say very familiar, but familiar with Hansel and Gretel. Sometimes like your idea of what you think of fairy tale, like what defines a fairy tale compared to like a story? Hey Google, what is the definition of fairy tale?
Fairy tale is used as a noun to mean a children's story about magical and imaginary beings and lands.
Okay.
A fairy story, similarly to folktale and folk story. Do you want to hear how fairy tale is spelled?
No. Okay, so it has to be magical. Makes sense? Fairies. Jack and the Beanstalk. That was huge. I remember loving Jack and the Beanstalk. Like the Golden Goose. Am I right in remembering that Snow White? Yes. Am I right in remembering that? So when Jack climbs up the beanstalk, there's they're giants, right? Is there just one giant, or are there lots of giants? And there's the golden goose, and there's all lots of food. Is that correct? Heaps of food. I'm all about the food. Okay. Go here. So all I'm going to do is use this spatula or like a cake lifter. And you just want to gently pull and remove all of this outside parts. See how it's really soft? If you put this all in the freezer or the fridge, it pulls away really nicely in like one piece. I just don't think we have the time. So I said if you put quite a bit of flour underneath, it loosens up nicely. So just lift, give a little jiggle, like that. Transfer. Blah. There we go. Have a little taste of the dough. Wow. Wow, what? I know, I'm amazing. A whole community of giants is what I remember. Okay. I cut lightly on mine too. Yeah, I'm not fully cutting. It's just like a gentle cutting through the dough. Yes, it is a silicone mat, but I'm being very gentle. It's not a sharp knife, just like I'm just using the tip. I use a really small knife. This is my favorite knife for this type of thing because it's really thin and short, so you get more control. It's quite blunt though. Okay, I don't know if this one's going to come up easily. I keep thinking today is Friday. There's heaps of time, so don't have to rush and don't stress. I'm not leaving you anytime soon, but I do have a facial today. I'm looking all haggard, aren't I? No, I'm going to get a facial at the TAFE, the local TAFE, like with the students. It's really cheap and they're really usually quite good because I just want to, we've got this photo shoot and filming thing on Tuesday next week. And I'm so nervous. So I'm going to go get a facial, probably get my eyebrows done so I can feel nice and feel confident because I don't feel confident. So I'm trying to do some self-care. So I want to know, what do you guys do that makes you feel good? I'm going to go and get some new clothes so I can feel confident on the day, comfortable. Exceed and I'm going to grab some clothes. Might just do my hair, but finally some self-care. Synesthesia. Hey Google, what is synesthesia? Oh, you do it yourself, Amplifier?
Synthesis has 3 different meanings. Starting with the most common one, synthesis can be used as a noun to mean the combination of components or elements to form a connected whole, similarly to union and amalgam.
Oh man.
Is that the meaning you were thinking of?
You can taste the no, thank you. You can taste the gingerbread.
Sure. Synthesis can also be used
Hey Google,
as a noun
stop.
to mean.
Stop. When I feel like a bad bitch, I wear my nicest undies. That's so I'm gonna go out and buy like a nice bra and just feel comfortable because ladies will feel me. It's like, when was the last time you went and bought like a bra that fitted properly? Like, you know what I mean? Or you just wear your old scraggy ones. They're not old necessarily, but you just, yeah, you get what I mean. And so just a bit of an update. Nice undies to conquer the day. Yes. Okay. Yes. So that's what my plan is. I learned to do microneedling. I use lidocaine to numb my skin, otherwise it would hurt too much to do myself. Wow. So then I'm a bit pale at the moment, so I might do like a little bit of a mini tan. It's not for anyone else other than myself, maybe for Exceed, maybe, just to feel good. And because we've been working from home for such a long time that I had a little bit of a sad time on the weekend. I had to go out and I just couldn't find any like spring clothes, like because the weather's warming up. Can't wear activewear. And I was like, I'm not feeling like this. I'm not feeling stressed when we go to Sydney. So I was like, gonna get some new clothes, update, put a little fake tan on. I always get compliments on my pale skin from my dermatologist. Yes, very right. I tan very well in summer, in the sun, but I don't like going in the sun because it's not good for you. So there's nothing wrong with pale skin. I just think I want to look a little bit like a glow, healthy glow. It's a little bit more, you've got a bit of colour on your skin. You're a little bit more, it's a bit more flattering. Need some vitamin D. Okay, let's see if we can transfer these guys over. We've got 4 cookies. I think that's more than enough. This gingerbread is so yummy. Even just like making squares and then having it with your coffee, like round cookies or whatever you want, just make the gingerbread. It is really flavorful. Oh my God. I did a mix of molasses and golden syrup. We could do one or the other. Ginger, nutmeg, cardamom, cinnamon, really yum. Trust me. For pictures, colour is good, yeah. Yeah. It's more flattering, right? And just the last few months, just trying to get healthier, feel nicer. Because when you cook all the time, just, you know, haven't been prioritising my health as much. Now it's Molly's done. Okay. Can doggos eat gingerbread? Hey Google, can dogs eat gingerbread? I don't think so. There's a lot of sugar in them.
On the website petplace.com, they say, no, pets should not eat gingerbread. While a bite won't necessarily prove toxic, many common gingerbread ingredients could present issues for both dogs and cats. Nutmeg, for example, can cause digestive problems in small quantities and poisoning in larger amounts.
Okay. There we go. Then just reshape it like that. And like I said before, you want a cooler oven, no fan, and just pop them in. You can pop them in the fridge if you want to prevent spreading even more. We're just going to go like that. And then I'll deal with these crumbs later for the rest of that. Okay, let's make our sugar more. The dog next door is like yodeling. Okay, so the things you will need. Too spicy. Let's go take these away. We're gonna need some. So now we can clean the bench. Move the dog paws. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna go over here to my little prep area. So what you're gonna need are some jelly worms. Okay, the colours that I went with were closer to the image. The ones that I could find were purple and green, which were these. And all I've done, I just pulled these out of the cake that I made last time. But all you do is jelly worms like that, sour worms. Ideally not sour, but whatever you've got. So these, hello? Okay, how about there? There we go. So just put a skewer through them. If you want to go like really involved, what I did for the video, the photo, is I put wire through them because then you can bend them and shape them in a certain way. So that's an option. But easier to take out is the toothpicks, okay? So we need, this is the top. So we'll go one there, one underneath here, like that. What you can do is grab your little, I don't know where my little knife went. Grab a little knife and you can cut out like a little hole so it looks like it's coming out of the cake, Squeeze it through like that. Make sense? And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the actual, like that, okay? Little arms coming out. Fabulous. So this is going to be the top area. And what we want to do is make our glaze. So you want to make the glaze, it's just powdered sugar, powdered icing sugar and milk. You want to make it thicker so it doesn't spread too much. In the video you'll see it was a little bit runny, so it spread, like ran really quickly. You don't want that. So powdered icing sugar. If you wanted to make it really white, you can definitely add some purple food coloring, just like the size of like Exceed didn't know this expression, and let me know if you understand the toothpick size. The toothpick size, like the size of a toothpick, like a pin prick type thing, amount of purple food coloring. And it's just going to change, it's going to take the yellow appearance out of the, because like if your milk is not stark white, like it's not bright white. So it has like because the fat content, it has a very, very, very slight yellow, off-white appearance. So to bring that back, what you can do is add a little touch of purple. I'll show you what I mean. So. Okay. Grab your purple. And literally just on the side of a toothpick like that. You only ever so slightly add some colour. And this is just a very simple glaze. You can add some vanilla to it if you want. And you want it to be on the thicker side. Beautiful. See that little bit of purple? Just made it a vibrant white. Okay. Give this a mix. Want the right consistency. Yeah, like that. Beautiful. Okay, just going back to the cool. So it looks like, so you want it to be kind of that runny consistency, but it doesn't run too much. It's really hard when you're writing recipes and you want to kind of tell people, like explain, you want it, but not too much. You want it, runny, but not too much. It's hard to articulate. So that's why I like videos, so you can explain yourself. The last thing is maraschino cherries. So maraschino cherries, and we just want to grab these, make sure they have stalks on. 1. 2. Oh, that had nothing on it. Just getting a bowl full of stalks. There we go. That'll be enough. Fabulous. Okay. This is the scary part. Okay, so this is the bit that makes me really nervous. So what you want to do is kind of like tilt it like that, like on a 45-degree angle. If you've got someone to help you, that's really good. So just like this. And I start from behind here. Whoop. And then just kind of paint it on. You don't want it to be too forward because then it will run all... Oh, I didn't do the teeth. Oh my God, I just remembered I didn't do the teeth. I forgot the step. Okay, so luckily we'll do this and then I'll do the teeth. I wasn't following the full recipe. My bad. Okay. Okay. Remy. Okay. Like that. Whoop. So for now, we'll just leave it like that. But then you'll be able to see it come to life. When you stand it up, it'll start like dribbling, like that. Okay, so we'll just pop it aside. Okay, really quickly, we just need a saucepan. You didn't see this. Hey, no noises, please. This didn't happen, okay. I was organised. I thought I would make it the whole stream without having to open the cupboard, but I didn't get there. Okay, into here, we want a little bit of glucose or what is it called? Corn syrup. Okay? So the recipe says either, this part isn't in the recipe because you just need to make toffee or use sprinkles. Okay. So white sugar, like this, glucose. So this is an invert sugar, so it just helps the toffee from becoming like crystallizing. And then just a little bit of water. Like that. Come over here. See if we can do it. I have to do it over here, I think. Oh, there we go. And I'm just going to grab these shortbread gingerbread out. Nice. Are they ready? Nope, not yet. Okay. You just want to get this up to the right temperature where it will start to go hard like a toffee. That from here, you don't want to mix it. You just want to swirl. Sorry, everybody. Okay. The next thing, green, purple, and red food coloring. Green, purple, and red. Cool. Baking paper. Yeah. Oh, that might be the gardener. Okay. Pop sticks. And this is the lazy way, but this is what I do. Remy. Sorry, everyone. Purple food colouring. Sorry, one moment. Sorry, it was the bin's getting picked up outside. Okay, so a bit of red, a bit of purple, and a bit of green. It's the easiest way that I found to do it. And you can do a bit of white as well, like the plain. And then you're just gonna, once the toffee comes to the right temperature, pour it over the food colouring, mix it in, and let it set, then break it into shards. Super easy styles. Hello, Burnout Pro, welcome back. Mrs. Trenchbull, hey, I've got a bone to pick with you about that. Can't tell people that I look like Mrs. Trenchbull. Yes, did it last stream. You're lucky I wasn't offended. Because of my hair, but if you're not the most attractive person, what are you trying to say? Okay. Gingerbread. Oh, I did, guys, I did what I told you that I forgot to do. Damn it. Oh my God, Molly. I don't even know if this is gonna work. Okay, so what I was supposed to do is press like this. Here we go. Like that. And then you create a little indentation for her hair, like that. See, I always get sidetracked on stream and I forget to do things. There we go, that's okay. Is that a doggo I hear? That is, yes, unfortunately. The beasts that make my home their house. Crazy dog. So bummed at myself. But it will be okay. Okay. So just grab a cookie cutter like this and just use the back of it. Like that. But you're supposed to do this before they're baked. Far out. There we go. That'll be fun. And this is looking good. What I do is I don't measure temperature and things like that because I'm a little bit lazy, but I've done this so many times. What I do is I just put it on the bench, like a dollop on the bench. If it sets hard, I know it's ready. So if it's, you can put it also in ice, like iced water. So it's getting there. it's got to the string, nearly the string stage. It's fine, we're just gonna pivot. Give it a mix. Look at that. Okay. So it's at the soft boil stage now. And what's happening is it starts to increase heat when it evaporates all of the water off. So when you can put as much water as you want in there, mix it with the sugars, but it won't get to the temperature until the water is evaporated off. So it's a really great way if you want to set yourself up kind of for success, putting like a tablespoon of a quarter of a cup of water in there, just to dissolve the sugar first. Okay. All right. We want it to set hard. Nearly there. I'll show you what I mean when, in a minute, I'll give you a close up. But basically just grab some, pop it on your bench or like a piece of glass or a plate. And if it boils up straight away, depending on how much you put there, you don't want to put a big dollop. But if it, and it then gets hard, you know you're ready. Be careful with sugar. No, Romeo's just a lady killer. We joke around and say that he's just very cute. And Chester's just Chester. I've never heard of Bununcula? A lot of people thought that when I bought Chester and called him that, it was because of Lincoln Park. Would you believe? Okay. So, here. So what I'm going to show you, what you do, is just put a bit there and see if it solidifies like that. And gets stringy, hard, that means it's ready. So pour a little bit off that's going to be plain. A little bit here. Red. And then green. Like that. And before it starts to cool, mix your food colouring in. Really careful not to touch the sugar because it's very burny, okay? I want to rotate this so I don't get my sleeves in it. Like that. See, it's clear. Means that it's not going to have crystallized. There we go. And just let that set. You want to like thin it out if you can. There we go. Toffee 101. Beautiful. Here in the US, my aunts have a bulldog, a Maltese, and a German Shepherd. Wow, and my mum has a pit bull. Wow, my goodness. Are dog breeds regulated in the US? Like in Australia, there are certain breeds that it's either illegal to own or you have to have like a registration for them, from my understanding. Is that a pit bull, American pit bull, that I think possibly you have to have a registration for? Okay. So you can already start to see they're cooling down. You can still bendable, but you will be eventually be able to like crack it. Yeah. Like this. And we just want to create like teeth, so shards like that. The thicker it is, the longer it will take to cool. But you should just be able to break it into pieces or pick it up and drop it. State-by-state rules for restricted dogs. Oh, thank you, Bree. All right, so different color teeth. Purple, clear was kind of looks like white. There we go, bit of fun. When I did this, I was two or three times that I've done this, every time I dropped it, shards went everywhere. Chester was walking around just eating sugar off the floor, like the toffee. Okay, that, pick it up, little shards. Pick it up and drop it again. See? I make fun food. You get, like this type of stuff, creativity should be fun. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a good one. And then the clear. Oh, this one's a bit thick, so it's gonna take a while to set. Okay, let's get our cake back. Where did I put it? Over here. Yeah, some of them have beautiful personalities, indeed. Okay, so just now poke the teeth into the cake, wherever you can. Big teeth, little teeth, whatever you want to do. Use a variety of different sizes. If you want to wear gloves, you might want to go and do that just to prevent your fingers, especially with kids. It can be quite sharp. You just have to be careful. What I also thought that worked well was using tweezers and then like poking them in with tweezers, because you get kind of like a better grip on it. Okay. Yeah, I did this clear one a little bit too thick. Ow, I just broke myself. I just got myself. Look how cool this looks. You see? It's hard to see when it's sitting down like this, but when hopefully I'll be able to sit it up, you'll be able to see. Menacing teeth. Depending on how detailed you want to be, you can keep doing this forever, like lots of little ones. Here we go. Okay, I don't do that. All right, now, so we want to do more of our icing. So finish that off so we can let it kind of go down the sides. kind of drizzle down and around. Kind of like set it up like that, and it will start to ooze down. Even its way out, like that. Pretty cool, eh? Is it too thick? Not really, it's just set a little bit. From when I mixed it, it's just set in place. But you want it to be a little bit thicker than thin. Because if it's too thin, then it just runs everywhere. So you just need time for it to kind of even itself out. So it's like a balance. Okay. So then the last thing, I think I'm just gonna shove in a few more teeth. So I'm gonna fold it out. There we go. And then the last thing is, gotta get my I did. She died about a year ago, didn't she? To be honest, it's sad when anyone dies, but I wasn't cut up about it. I'm pretty pro-republic, I think. You know, I don't really believe in the monarchy. 2 weeks will be a year. Damn. All right. So last but not least is you want to put on your skewers, your cherries. So these can be popped on like that, or you can put in toothpicks as well. That has gone real quick, hasn't it? I don't know about you guys. How do you guys feel about, a lot of you American, the monarchy and whatever? I just don't think that any blood should be more royal than the other or anyone else. Everyone should be equal. Just trying to find toothpicks. If I was a set of toothpicks that have just come into the house, King Charles would be disappointed. You guys can't talk. You already ran away from the UK. My dad is the current reigning king. Bernard Pro, you saying Charles is your dad? Okay. Grab that. Pop a thing through it, like that. Poke it in there. Oh crap. Damn it. There we go. Mufasa is the only true king. My dad is current self-proclaimed king of puns. I love that. I love a dad joke. Love a good dad joke. Okay. Just decorating. I just don't want that to poke. Move. Stay there. Okay, what do you think of our cake? What do you think of our cake, guys? Isn't it scary? It's not, these aren't legs, by the way. It's supposed to be sits up like that. What do you think? Very tasty. Does he look like him? We're in the process of getting Stream Elements a sub, a lifetime sub. I got to do that after stream, so you never have to worry about that. Needs more blood. There's no blood. Sorry, Santa. Okay. There we go. What do you think? Did we do okay? Delicious. What's happening, Kate? Everyone just imagine the emotes. All right. That's the cake. Cool, hey? Now, gingerbread. So for the gingerbread, you need a mix. These are our gingerbread people. Yeah. We need another mini bowl. See if we can use this bowl. Egg white. I'm going to use a little bit of the egg white, not all of it. More powdered sugar and lime juice. That's going to create a frosting that will set hard. Or you can use a royal icing mix. Okay. Cake looks great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We'll cut it open in a minute. I didn't actually get to eat the other two. Well, I ate a slice of one version. Okay. Like this. Neato, thank you very much. You didn't need to do that. I appreciate it. Next month, please, no one sub Stream Elements, because we're going to figure out a way that we can gift as a partner. We can gift Stream Elements a sub, so it always looks like it also always has emotes. Thank you, Nito. Would you like Tim Oppenheimer or Tim Barbie? Does the gingerbread smell gingerbready? Yes. And it makes the house smell amazing. Burnout Pro. Steve Irwin died like 10 years ago. But yes, I did hear about it. He's a right fella. I thought you were like telling me about like the way that it makes like sounds is like. Did you hear about it? Like something that happened like today. Did you enjoy watching Steve Irwin? Oh no. When did Steve Irwin die?
Steve Irwin died on September 4th, 2006.
2006. Okay, this is a lot longer than that then. Nearly 20 years ago. Whoa. Oh my God. Doesn't feel like that long ago. But it was like 10. Oh my goodness. Can you guys believe it was that long ago? Steve Irwin should replace the Queen on our money. An Aussie icon. Kids are grown up, so easy to believe looking at them. Yeah, because one Bindi's got a baby, or probably a child now. No longer probably a baby. Okay, we're going to cut this. We're going to pop it in piping. I doubt Burnout was alive back then. Urgh. That's some quick math. Y'all hear Bob Irwin. Bob Irwin is Heath Ledger's niece. Is with Heath Ledger's niece. Heath Ledger's niece. Really? Do you know Heath Ledger's sister was my hockey coach? His half sister. Oh, it's like dating. They're dating. Oh my God. Good on them. Okay. More sugar. Spilled. Oh my God, I spilled it all over me. I'm gonna return this costume. Like, sorry. I keep seeing random shots of his son. Oh. Where did the Fosters come from? Oh, something in drink Fosters with. Foster. No one drinks Fosters in Australia. Sorry to burst your bubble. But North Americans, no one drinks Fosters in Australia. It's just supposedly an Australian beer, but they only drink it like in the UK, I think. All right, so that's kind of consistency you want. It just needs to be pipeable. Or at least some Coors Light. I don't think Coors is Australian, is it? Thought Coors was American. Okay, and then last but not least, you just need a piping bag. Should have kept this. Coors is made in Denver. Okay. We drink VB 4X Gold goon bags, or Solo, hard Solo supposedly. Okay, grab a little bag like this, little baggie. Get a cup, invert it half the way like this. Pop it in the cup. Amazing. A holder, a mini holder. I'm feeling this might be too thin. Add some more of these. Exceed drinks James Bogues. Like at Christmas or whatever, he's gonna like drink drink more than 5, like 4 or 5. He'll drink James Bogues. It's like a nice, easygoing beer. Or Stella, pure blonde. But they're not Australian. James Bogues is though. If you add too much sugar, it's going to be too sweet. Nah, it's always. This is just sugar and egg white. It's just. This is. I feel like we need to incorporate Goon of Fortune. You're bogan showing, Nito. I made way too much for like 4 cookies. Like that. And then you just want to take the littlest, tiniest bit off the top. Like that. I've got to put my bogan away, yeah. Sometimes I say to my mum, I'm like, oh, Mum, your bogan's showing. Put it away, please. Can you? All right, so I'm going to lean forward and try not to flash you all. Okay. just look at the cookies, shall we? All right, so what we're gonna do is just do a piping like this. Cool. Hopefully it doesn't spread. It's spreading. Crown. That. It's a little bit hard with this, how small this goes, but no. Okay, I should have put a smaller, even smaller tip, but what you want to do, you want to do it like this. The mouth is the hardest part, I think. And then we'll get black. The tip's too big. Do it. Okay. I'm sure you Aussies, especially the blokes and stuff, love barbecues. Yeah, like at summertime we have barbecues, and a big part of Australian culture is like outside dining, I would say, like barbecuing and being outdoors. Oh goodness. Especially for my family, we used to go like camping all the time and like outdoor sports, that type of stuff. Outside dining and Subway, yeah. All right. Sprinkle a little jewel. Here we go. And I just dropped llama sprinkles on the floor and they broke. Okay. The last little thing is black eyes. So you can tint this if you want, but I just have these, which would be cool. Just tinted icing. Damn it. Hey Google, turn on Alexa.
Got it. Turning on Alexa.
Needs to be warmed up. It's not gonna work. You just want to put that in hot water. We'll come back to this. Okay. So that's your cookies. They're very yummy. Oh, they smell so good. Okay, 2 out of 3 done. 2 out of 3 recipes done. So we've done our cake, our cookies, nearly done. And now let's do the skewers. So the things we'll need are skewers, metal skewers, like this. I'm just going to use 3. Then, what's your opinion on seafood pizza? Yeah, it's nice. Can be. Okay. Try not to burn anything. Yep. meat out of the fridge. Okay. So you want to do your skewers with at least 2 pieces of meat, and then between them 2 types of veggies, okay? So we're going to go with meat, beef. Okay, so put a bit of oil here. I'm going to go with a piece of beef, screw them on, like that, and I just hold it over top of this so it doesn't drip. Tomato, a mushroom, and then another piece of meat, like that, capsicum, and let's got another tomato, like that. Cool. And then we're going to pop it over here, let it sizzle. Beef, mushroom, greenery, onion, beef, tomato. Camera's a bit blurry, thank you. There we go. And let's just do another bit of beef on there too. Why not? And then, like I said, you don't have to have this on skewers. It's very tasty on its own. Oh, let's go. Another piece of meat. I like the mushrooms. They're really good. Like that. And go here. Fabuloso. So these are our skewer slingers. All right. Getting a little bit of hot water to put that icing thing in. Okay, can you hear that sizzle? And then either baste or get a brush if you want. I really should, shouldn't I? Can you hear? I like pizza with prawns on it, like a garlic prawn pizza. Garlic prawn pizza, I mean. All right. Whoop. Flip it over. And so you can sear these on each side and then put them in the oven until you're ready for them. Pork cutlet with deep fried pork cutlets. Ooh, nice. You know what goes great with some barbecue skewers? A pork cutlet bowl with pork cutlets with barbecue rice. That goes with these. That sounds good. I would do rice or like naan bread from our website would go really well with these. Look at them. Don't they look delicious? Kind of making sure you're spinning them around so that they get nice cooking on each side. Depending on the cut of meat, how you like to eat it as well, the more or less you want to cook it. Oh, garlic prawn pizza, I like. Saucepan on. Look at them. Spectacular. Space them out slightly so that they cook evenly. This guy in the middle looks like he's not cooking very well. Oh, the house smells amazing. I got gingerbread, I got beef, cake. Let me find something to rest these on. Even serve them with bread to wrap them up. Where's my medieval tray gone? I'll just do a plate. Okay. Look at that. And then if you don't want to put them on skewers, like I said, turn down the heat. Just do this. Like that. Add your veggies. Capsicum. Onions really nice. And this is a great dinner. Serve it with flatbread, wraps, tortillas. Yum. Look at that. And so like the Worcestershire, the balsamic, really meaty, vibrant, really lovely flavour. Yeah, it's great over rice. You just reminded me, I have some rice that I should warm up. Let's have some sushi rice. Leftover, I don't know if this is, I think it'll be fun. What I'll do, shower cap, and then reuse this, put a little bit of water in there and then steam it in the microwave. What do you think? Yes. There we go. Minute 40. Oh, hot tongs. Gosh. Yum. It's so good. Flip over your meat. Okay. Look at these. Mms in the chat. Mms in the chat. Look at that, everyone. Colourful, flavourful, heaps of veggies. What do you reckon? Delicious flavour. What do you reckon? Thanks, Burnout. I needed that. All right. Okay. Last little thing. Okay. Oh no. There we go. Water got into the tube, guys. do you think? Aren't they cute as shit? This one's a little bit crazy with his eyebrows. Hey Google, add black writing icing to my shopping list.
All right, I added black writing icing to the list called shopping.
Oh, that was great. Put it on my bench. Me bench. I love themed food. I love, you know, it doesn't have to look perfect. You just gotta have fun with it. It's gonna taste delicious. I think we'll eat this one. What do you think? Ready? So, initially it's crunchy, but then it softens over time. Because gingerbread, brown sugar, and the molasses absorb moisture from the air. It's hygroscopic. So then they go soft. There are these guys. So then that's her hair. So Ginger, it's a character. So it's a gingerbread character. Hold on. Where's my stencil? Where's my stencil? That's the hair. It's like a... Where am I trying to find it? Here we go. This is what she looks like. Yeah. See? Syrup ginger. Pretty cool, eh? Oh, I didn't do the decoration on her body, but that's okay. How do you make them soft and chewy like I like them? So they will soften up. If you want them chewier, you add more molasses. But these are like crisp and chewy now. But if you want them chewier, more brown sugar. More brown sugar and syrup. Okay. Here we go. Here's our rice. Yeah, very. Do you think that meant to be gingerbread? What do you think I was trying to theme them as? You're like, Molly, what is it supposed to be? Crazy lady. Okay, so this is sushi rice. Like that. Like that. You can serve these on there. Yeah. And then grab some of this sauce. So in the video, we served it with naan bread, but I like rice. Yum. Oh my goodness. The baby is so good. There we go. So we've got skewer slingers, our so ginger cookies, and our sugarmore, devouring sugarmore. How do you think we went, everyone? Oh. What do you think? Well, I don't want to offend your cookie creativity. That's all good. Thank you. Look at this. So our devouring sugarmore. There's a nice photo on Instagram. Our skewer slingers. Beefs. Thank you. Gizmo, I appreciate it. And our easy cookies. Here's the other one I did before. Not decorated, but look like that. Cool, hey? The sugarmore is amazing. Thank you. It's a little bit of fun. Guys, if you haven't checked out Magic the Gathering, go and do so !MTG or WOE for Worlds of Eldraine. So early access, well, the pre-release is this week. This weekend, and then you have the full releases next week. As I said, we've been working with the team to make these recipes that will be available for all of you guys to recreate, and I'd love to see you recreating them. That would make me really happy. This is something you can have all the time. The gingerbread coming into fall for a lot of North Americans, you really like the gingerbread cookies. If you don't want to make the shapes, definitely that's completely okay, and just cut them into nice round shapes or whatever you like, and they're very tasty. And then the sugarmore cake, we should cut it open. The sugarmore and the skewers are great, definitely would smash those cookies too. All right, let's crack this guy. Whoop, you ready? Let me turn my fan off. Okay, where should we cut it? I don't want to ruin the icing. Let's go here. Ready? So it's like firmer, like crunchier on the outside and soft in the middle. You'll be able to see. This is butter cake. This. See, beautiful butter cake. And they're beautiful icing. You want to eat it within the day for the cake to be the best, or then rewarm it if you can. It's so good. And you got the crunchy toffee. Yum. Moist. Lovely cake. So good. Yum. I'm not going to eat the rest. I'll be in sugar. I'll be in a sugar coma. Guys, what is your DOTD? Dish of the day. What would you eat? What would you make? I will steal a cherry though, I think. Thank you, Wolf. Yeah, everybody check out Worlds of Eldraine. If you're more interested, click on the link. And would you guys be interested in doing some, maybe we could learn about Commander? DOTD is the cake. So fun. Thank you, Nani Kid. That's very great. Should we do some stream racer before we finish? What do you think, guys? I need to sneeze. Okay. Before we finish, for every 3 subs, we play some stream racer. So let's get into it. Let's go. Okay. Finished a bit earlier than I was expecting, which is good. Let's go Gringo Loco. It's like a good map. What do you guys like this? How's my lipstick looking? Dish of the day is what from what we make today. So out of the 3 dishes, what was your favorite? All right, exclamation mark race, exclamation mark RACE. Got to be in it to win it, everyone. Exclamation mark RACE, race. Race, 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 race. Hey Rex, doing good. How are you doing? RACE, race. Let's go. All right. You got 10, 20, 30 seconds to get in. Everybody. The skewers, thank you, Flowerson. RACE. All you need to do is enter the code word and it is all automatic. You can't do anything after that. Can't control it. Just a bit of fun. RACE. We've got 9 people in for the first race. Thank you, Michaela. Nice to see you. Okay. Let's go. Okay, Rex is in the front. Narnia Kid, Merrick, Hatchling Michaela. All right, we'll do another race after this. Round the bend, Merrick hits the boost. Narnia Kid up out front, followed third by Michaela. Damn, Narnia Kid has pushed out front. Here we go. Wolf Runner as well. Whoa, hello, went into a building. Round the bend. Nani got Kid hit by the barricade. Oh my God, it's taken a few souls, but Miss Molly Makes is out in front. The Witch Queen herself. Oh, run off the road. Flowerson takes a angry corner to leave Rex in the lead. Let's go Rex, back in front. Look at that beautiful sun. We've got next Wolf Runner, Molly, Michaela, Narnia Kid up the way around. Ash Wolf Runner has pushed in front, dropped Rex back to third. Molly, it is neck and neck. Wolf and Molly, Rex and Narnia Kid. Everyone easy. And Bree is coming up from behind. Yep, Bree. Okay, who else we got? Oh, down here. Rex, Molly, Wolf. He's going to take the corner. Oh, both of them get through around the bend. Up. And it is neck and neck. Look at this. To the finish line. I think Wolf did it. Ooh, oh my God, I did it. Oh my goodness. Took her over in the air last minute. Thank you very much. Molly gets VIP. Oh my gosh. What a fluke. I seriously thought Wolf finished first. I'm going to take that. No. And Easy finishes it off. Wow. No. No, no, no. We've got a latecomer, it seems. Who's left to finish? What happened? G-Best, thank you for 7 months. You had to choose Oppenheimer or Barbie.
Greetings and salutations.
Nito, are you still around? I didn't put your vote down before. Was it Oppenheimer? Are they stuck? Must be. Weird. Easy finish with a nosedive. Yeah. I haven't seen it. It doesn't matter. We're going to do a theme stream. So you just choose one or the other. You get to vote. As is tradition. Easy slides in. So with every sub, you get to choose, have a vote for the theme stream, the next theme stream. And we're either going to do Barbie or Oppenheimer in September. All right, guys. Exclamation mark race. Exclamation mark RACE in the code word in chat. Wolf is in. Exclamation mark race. This is the last one. RACE, that's the way it's meant to be. RACE, race. Flower sends in. All right, you got 30 seconds. RACE, that's the way we meant to be. I want to eat this skewer. Oh, it just dribbled everywhere. Nope, I'm not going to do that. Whoopsie. It's just absorbed into the gingerbread. 12 seconds, RACE, race. Get in it. Be in it to win it. Mods, if you're around, can we have a look for someone to raid, please? That's playing Magic. All right, Bree had a hard go in the first one and has come out of the gate spinning, literally. Whoa, oh Bree, but sticks it somehow, gets around Molly, Bree, Molly's back. God, I'm on fire today. Look at this. Bree, Molly, Merrick. Oh, Rex. Rex, what are you pushing there, buddy? Oh, sorry, that was my fault. All right, we've got Rex going around. Molly having a hard time. You think it's stream racing and logging into it? Ugh. All right. We've got Rex. We've got Easy. Easy's not having an easy time. Rex and Bree, Rex and Bree, Rex and Bree. Rex. Fell off the edge. Wait for reset. Bree. Can Bree take it before Rex resets? Better Than Jeebus comes flying through. Candela. Oh, look at this. Bree. Come on, Bree. Come on, Better Than Jeebus. Then we've got Flowerson, Rex, Easy, Scuffy's wife. Scaffy, sorry. Bree, oh my goodness, had a hard time. Let Better Than Jeebus come through to take the win. Congratulations, Jeebus. Have you voted yet? Do you want Oppenheimer or Barbie? I didn't see. Okay, Bree Talk came in second. So Better Than Jeebus, you get yourself VIP. Oppenheimer, okay, great work. So we've got Jeebus, Bree, Easy, Flowerson, Rex, Merrick, Scaffy's wife, Wolf, Molly, and Candela. Yes, great work. We've got Michaela having a hard time over here. I think they're stuck. What's happening, Michaela? I'll see if I can find you. What happened? What's going on? Oh. Just stuck on the edge. Oh. Michaela's run out of puff. Big Daddy Porrits, we've been making some themed food for Magic the Gathering. How have you been doing today? If you want to check the VOD, do that. But congratulations, Better Than Jeebus. Boo! Stop for a burger. Yeah. All right. Nice. Thank you, everybody. Great work. I'll have a look, Wolf. It's all good. A burger does sound nice. Let's go over to any Australians? I'm a birthday bird today. Come celebrate. Songbird TV. Let's go to them. I think this is it. Guys, someone's celebrating a birthday. Songbird E. Oh, I did it wrong. Oh, she's follower only? Thank you for checking that. You legend. Portuguese. Let's go to Card Kraken. Hello, good game. They sound fun. So gate. I can't. Oh yeah. Nah, probably a bit big. Let's go to someone. All right, so this is early access tomorrow. Hello, good game. Looks like a nice person. All right, guys. So I want you to copy and paste the Raycall message, and we're going to jump over in their channel. Let them know we're doing a themed Worlds of Eldraine themed cooking stream. Thank you for those who have supported the stream today, supported the channel. Greenaz 40 months. Beware for 22 months. Chrissa for 6 months. Liz for 19. Nito Burrito. Better than Jeebus. I owe you some more, Stream Racer. I didn't realize it was that many. Thank you everyone for being here. I hope you have a great weekend, and we will be back on Saturday. So the next stream is Starfield, 1 of 4, okay? So next stream is Starfield. It's going to be themed again, so I've got a day to turn around the stream. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you to the team at Magic Gathering or Wizards of the Coast for sponsoring this stream and allowing us to make this fun content. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please let me know. Please review, comment on the recipes, the social media posts. It really makes a difference. Take care, brush your hair, be good to yourself and those around you. See you guys.